if I is the square root of negative 1, which is imaginary, what is I to the 24th? First you have to remember your pattern, that I is equal to square root of negative 1. That's given. Yay! I squared would be squaring that, which is negative 1. Let me square this. I to the third would be this times this, which would be the opposite. Because I to the third is the I times I squared. And then I to the fourth is just I squared times I squared, so negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. And then the pattern will repeat itself. So the pattern is going to repeat itself. So if I have I to the 24th, I can go through this pattern over and over and over again. But that takes a while. It's easier just to simply take the 24th power and divide it by 4 because the pattern has 4 pieces to it. And when you do that, you have 6 and you have no remainder. Now, if you had a remainder of 1, it'd be this one. If you had a remainder of 2, it'd be this. If you have a remainder of 3, it'd be this one. And you cannot have a remainder of 4, so this is your remainder of 0. You cannot have this remainder of 0, so you cannot have a remainder when you divide by 4, so actually your answer is 1. The answer is 1. Because you have no remainder, so I to the 4th is no remainder, because when you divide by 4, you have no remainder. Okay, for this one, you have your real axis, and you have your imaginary axis. So to plot this, negative 1, 4i, you go negative 1 on the real. And for the imaginary, it's 4i, so you're going to just simply go up 4. So negative 1 on the real, 4i on the imaginary, and this is your coordinate for A. If I want to plot 2i, well, there's no real, so you can think of it as 0 plus 2i. So simply you're going to be right here, and you just go up 2. That's B. There's no real, you just go up 2. And for the last one, you could think of this as plus 0i, or just think of it as negative 3, which is on the real axis. Because you're going up, no imaginaries. So simply you go over here and go, oh, right there on the real, negative 3. I'm done. So most imaginaries consist of a real and an imaginary. This is called a pure imaginary because it's only imaginary. This is a real number. Plot them on your number line, which is a two-dimensional shape or number line.